Yay. Okay, so this is welcome to the girl who fed the wolf. Oh wait, I actually hold on. Let me switch. I need to change the title of this stream now because this is not blood money anymore, and I do need to change the category of this. Well, um. Okay. Uh, should be. Oh, I also need to change the categories. I should have done this while I was switching my stuff. Um, yeah. Hmm. This is also an RPG Maker game too, so yay! I love RPG Maker games. I don't know what this game is gonna be out about, besides like hanging out with Caleb, but I saw a picture of him where he wears a wolf costume, which I'm a bit concerned. Where is this going? Because I'm really a bit worried. Okay, let's see. What else do I need to put? Oh yeah, Caleb. Put that. Okay. Um, hold up. I need to also. There is some content that the page does have, so I do need to like look this up real quick because I don't have the content warnings in me. There are content warnings for this game. Um, let's see. By the way, this isn't the paid version. The paid version has more stuff, which I'm only playing. Oh, hold on. Okay. I'm only playing the free version. The paid version is called Full Blessing. Okay. Um, let's see. So, I should probably put that too. Okay, I think I updated. I should have updated. So this game does have content warnings again. Some content warnings this game does have is mature themes, including but not limited to violence, strong language, sexual content, and intense scenes that may be disturbing to some players. So if that does not is that if that's something that you do not like, this stream might not be for you. Um, but yeah, I guess let's get started. Yippee! Oh man, I made my avatar a bit bigger. I'm glad that I did that. Let's do this. I love the MC in Love and Deepspace though. Where are we? What the heck? We're usually in downtown. Like not not in like a rural area. What is this? Once upon a time, there was a girl and a boy who found each other in the quiet between storms. Oh, oh God. Is this gonna be like Little Red Riding Hood somehow? They shared secrets and scars, meals scraped together, and laughter stolen between shores. They lived in a crooked house at the edge of the village, with a grandmother who smelled of thyme and spoke to crows. Silas? Silas, is that you? The girl and boy shared everything: blankets, bruises, stolen sweets, and though they were not kin by blood, they were family all the same. Yeah, okay, for some context, Caleb in Love and Deepspace is your childhood friend in the English version. Um, in the other versions, he's something else. He's like a brother figure to you. That's what I'm just gonna say. Their days were quiet, warm with soup and stories. Their nights were safe, wrapped in old quilts and starlight. But magic has rules, and happiness is never left unchecked for long. One winter, the boy began to change. At first, it was nothing, a stomachache. He asked for second helpings, snuck bread after supper. His gaze lingered longer. His eyes tracked the girl when she wasn't looking. His appetite grew wild, sharp around the edges. Meals left him hollow-eyed. His hands trembled. The villagers started to murmur, "There's something wrong with that boy." they said, something stirring beneath his skin. Their glances turned sharp, their whispers louder. The boy stopped going into town, stopped meeting their eyes. One morning, before the frost had melted from the windows, he was gone. He left only footprints behind, bare, and already softening under snowfall, leading to the forest. Caleb, no! A forest older than any map, where the trees bend low to listen and the wind speaks in riddles. A place where no lantern burns bright enough to hold back in dark. We need to get this man a pork roast! This man is suffering! He's out in the cold! He needs food! They say the forest changed him. Under the moon's cold eyes, the boy shed his skin and became something. Fangs, fur, and hunger sharpened by sorrow. The girl watched him vanish into the trees. She wept, but she stayed behind, because that's what good girls do. And what if she went after him? Oh wait, this is a story. Caleb! Oh my god. Sorry, I just love Caleb. Caleb lifts his eyes from the buck, blinking like you just cracked the sky. What? I'm also pretty bad at voicing boys, so keep that in mind. I think she would go after him. It makes more sense. So you want me to change the story? Yes. The thunder cracks. You flinch, pressing the pillow tighter against your chest like it might soften the sound. Outside, the storm coils around Skyhaven like a living thing. Lightning flashing behind the distant towers, rain drumming steady against the glass. Inside, Caleb's flat is warm, safe. There's a low hum from the heating system, a faint static buzz from the interface screen on the wall, the distant pulse of the busy city below. You're a hunter. You face nightmarish things that don't die easy, but storms? They still crawl beneath your skin. You have a mission nearby, just a short drop from the train station. Caleb insisted you stay with him while you're on Skyhaven. You didn't argue. He watches you, the corner of his mouth twitching with the beginnings of a smile. You're such a handful. You're the one who said you wanted to get better at storytelling to distract me better. I'm just helping you evolve. He exhales, theatrical, just like the story he chose to tell, and looks down at the book again. You can almost hear him rearranging the pieces in his mind. Fine, the girl went after her brother. Oh my god, okay. The girl went after her brother. She searched and searched, calling his name into the trees, but he was nowhere to be found. The forest was magic, alive in strange, secret ways. The paths curved back on themselves, stones shifted, landmarks vanished. Sometimes the trees whispered, sometimes they listened. She knew if she kept looking, she might not be able to come back. Caleb stops reading. He looks at you. You blink. Oh, why did you stop? Keep going. What would the girl do? He stood up straighter on the bed, thinking hard, excited to contribute to the story. She'd keep going after him, of course. Why? Okay, let's saving time. No! Oh my god, I thought I was gonna... I pressed escape and it didn't make me save. Okay, I thought... Okay. It's fine, I guess it's fine. But he was dangerous. Doesn't matter. She'd accept him even if no one else would. It's like their story in Love and Deepspace. Like MC still cares about Caleb even though he's dangerous. Oh god, it's a bot. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I love Caleb's story. He's my favorite love interest. Just because his story is so good. Oh, what the heck? Hold on, this might take a while. Okay, there we go. Yay! Okay, let's get back. Caleb opens and closes his mouth like he wants to say something more. Then he goes quiet, his brow furrowing as he focuses again. The girl kept going. She wandered for days, maybe weeks. Time bent oddly in the forest. She would walk and walk only to end up where she began. She grew frustrated, angry. She shouted at the sky, kicked over the moss-covered stone, and wept when it didn't fix anything. Eventually she went home, but she never stopped looking for him. Then, one day, while wandering a part of the forest that felt almost unfamiliar, she found a new path. It was narrow, hidden, it hadn't been there before. She followed it, heart beating faster with every step until it brought her to a clearing she'd never seen. At its center, half hidden by ivy and shadow, was a den. A figure stood just inside the mouth of it. No, okay, I love you, Caleb, but I don't like this fit. I don't like this fit. A man, dangerous, feral, but familiar in the way dreams are. His clothes are different, his hair wild, his eyes. Just a fun fact about me, I don't really like wolf guys. Like in Twilight with the it says no he does not have them out. He has them covered right now. Um I don't really like wolf guys. Like in Twilight, I didn't really like them, and like in other stories, like Vampire Diaries, I'm not a really big fan of them. I don't like vampires more, but wolf guys, they're like to me. Still his. She called out to him. He flinched, stumbling back into the shadows, something twisted in her chest at the sight. She remembered the way he used to eat, always hungry, always hollow. Gently, she reached into her satchel and pulled out an apple. She placed it at the edge of the den and stepped back. He waited. Then he moved, slow and cautious. He picked it up, sniffed it, then turned away. She heard the sound of the teeth sinking into the flesh, juice dripping, his body trembling as he devoured it. When he turned back, his lips were shining with juice, his eyes gleamed. The girl smiled and stretched her hands toward him. Come back with me. The wolf stared at her. Then he shook his head and retreated deeper into the den. Caleb, come back! I'll come back with more food. Wait for me. He didn't answer, but he watched her. And in his eyes, though she couldn't be sure, there might have been a flicker of pain. He turned and disappeared into the dark. Oh my god, this reminds me of like the end of like the story with Caleb. Like he has to leave you and you get sad and you're like, I want to save you from whatever the fleet is doing to you, but he's like no, I have to protect you by being part of them and you gotta separate from me. I didn't know you liked such gloomy stories, Caleb. To be fair, Caleb's stories are always like sad, like from his cards and like his main story in the game is just always sad. He raises an eyebrow, snapping the book shut with exaggerated drama. Fine. Good luck with the thunder. What, Caleb, no! You gasp, clutching your pillow like a betrayed princess. No, I want to know how it ends. Should have thought of that before you insulted my literary taste. You narrow your eyes. Literary taste? You once called the monster under my bed asked me out. A masterpiece. It is a masterpiece, you just have no appreciation for cult classics. He dog-eared every single page with a kiss scene. And I stand by that. What? He leans back, smug, arms crossed like he's just delivered the closing argument in a trial. You toss a pillow at him, he doesn't dodge. Be a good girl and I'll continue. You freeze, mid-eye roll. I'm surprised he's not calling us Pipsqueak. I'm not a kid anymore. He's still staring, not smug now, just steady, like he's searching for something in your face. You make a sound halfway between a groan and a sigh, burying your face in the pillow again. Just keep going. The next day, the girl returned to the forest. She carried more food in her bag, enough to feed two. The trees watched her as she passed, silent but not still. Leaves rustled without wind, roots seemed to shift when she wasn't looking. She felt it then, something unseen, watching her from the shadows, but when she reached the den, the wolf was already there, waiting. He stood at the entrance, eyes glowing faintly beneath the low-hanging branches. His posture was wary, but not hostile. Still, the girl didn't know what he was afraid of, but set the food down in front of him. He ate everything like he hasn't tasted warmth in years, quick and messy, until there was nothing left. But when he finished, he was still watching her, still hungry. Is it not enough? The wolf spoke for the first time. The food helps, but not the right way. What do you mean not the right way? What do you mean not the right way? The girl paused and thought carefully. Then she made a choice. Voice, we're doing voice. So she sat down, just outside the mouth of the den, and offered her voice. She told him stories about the village, about what had changed since he left, about their grandmother and the soup she used to make, about the stars they used to count from their favorite hill. That's what I'm wondering too. I'm thinking that too. The wolf didn't seem to care for the words themselves, but her voice, he listened like it was the only sound in the world. His breathing slowed, his eyes closed just slightly. It felt like she could say anything and he would still listen. Sometimes that's all someone needs, just to hear a voice that remembers them. Caleb glances at you, expression unreadable. Or maybe he just wanted her to keep talking so she wouldn't leave. The pause, absorbing his words, he goes back to reading. The sun rose and fell, again and again, and the girl kept walking the path. No matter what she gave, the wolf seemed fuller, but each time she turned to leave, she heard it. The low, hollow growl of hunger, not loud or desperate, just there, like something he no longer tried to hide. She wondered if she was the only one feeding him. The thought of someone else bringing him food, placing offerings at the edge of his den, slipping into the silence she thought was theirs. It sensed something sharp and hot sliding beneath her ribs. No one else should do it. They didn't know him like she did. I think MC kind of sounds a bit yandere right now. They didn't love him like she did. Okay, maybe a lot more now. The next time she entered the forest, she looked for signs, other footprints, other scents. But all she found were the delicate tracks of rabbits, half faded in the moss. Did the wolf eat bunnies? Was that how he fed when she wasn't there? The idea settled strangely in her chest. She didn't want him fed by anything else. The wolf's hunger was hers to soothe. Good for her, good for her. I don't want her to be too obsessed with him. He's already obsessed with her. No one else should. Not even Prey. Okay, maybe if they were both obsessed with each other, maybe it could work still. Mutual feelings, I guess. That day, as she turned to go, she left something behind. A ribbon of hers, a feather from the family's old pillow. Why? I feel like a ribbon. She untied the ribbon from her hair and placed it gently on the nearby stone. Something small, something hers, so he could remember her. A ribbon? It's just something nice. Or cruel. What do you mean cruel? You look at him, one eyebrow raised. Cruel. Giving him something he can't forget when she still leaves every time. Oh! You go quiet. He doesn't elaborate. The wolf took what she left behind. He cradled it in his hands and held it close to his chest, where the beating of his heart was loudest, when the hunger rose like a tide, curling sharp and endless in his belly. He gripped it tighter. It soothed him. A little. Enough to breathe through the worst of it. Enough to remember the girl's voice, her footsteps on the path, the way her eyes softened when she looked at him like he was still his old self. But hunger does not fade when fed memories. It only waits. And it was getting worse, stronger. It wanted more. Are we gonna... Okay. Oh. Okay, I guess I have to click it again? Okay. That was it? Wait, what? That was the ending? A tape cover comes out of the TV. You grab it. You have a feeling you should give it to someone. Okay, for some context, I played like a Love and Deepspace fan game from this creator, and it was a Silas one. And the way like these games end is just ending up here in this ship. So I guess I already have an ending, huh? I thought it was gonna tell me like bad ending or good ending. I'm surprised they didn't give me anything. Uh, okay, let's just talk to you and then give you the tape. Honestly, like, I don't know what this really does. It doesn't really, like, do... Oh, she has an avatar now! Oh!
Thanks. How was it? I hope you enjoyed the tape. Welcome aboard our ship. The Empress Conquest. I'm khywae. Keep khywae, the captain.
Oh, wait, this is the creator of this game. Yeah, wait, the creator's name is this. They allow us to connect to a... Yeah, okay. I think I'll skip this probably, because I read this before. Full Blessing is the full, like, the paid version, by the way. But... Can I get a... See... Oh, can I see a preview of the full tape? Of course. Head to the temple on the faith. Oh, no, okay, wait, hold on. No, I'm not gonna look at that. Never mind, I'm not gonna look at that. We're not gonna look at that in this stream. Not for this stream. Hold on, let me rate something real quick. Yeah, it's not for this stream. Okay. I'm gonna see how I can get the other endings done, so I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at the guide. I think there is a guide for this game on the page, so let me see if I can find it, or hopefully someone in the comments mention how to get it. Let's see. 'Cause this is also like a new. This game came out 2 weeks ago, I believe. So I'm really curious how many endings this has. If this has one ending, I'll be like surprised. That felt really short. I really thought that game was gonna be longer than I thought, but I guess not. The Silas one was longer. Man, I thought we were gonna interact with him more. It was just more of like talking about a story. Uh oh wait. Oh, okay. Hmm. Sorry, I'm reading the comments for this game. Uh, there is supposed to be another ending, but I am not sure how to get it because there isn't a guide yet. What is this? Wait. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna replay the game. I found something that I needed to do. I'm kind of scared where this is gonna lead, but this is the other ending. There's 3 endings to this game. So I guess we can just do escape, load. So I have to start from the beginning. I might have to skip some stuff. Let's do here. This game autosaves. So you have to say because he should have stayed with her. Okay, because he should have stayed with her. That should be one of the choices first. Skip. I can press hold Z. I'm glad this has this choice. But I have to kind of be careful. But man, oh yeah. Let's see if I can get to that choice quick. I really thought this game would be longer. I guess not. Um. Oh, because he should have stayed with her. What would he say? Would be was dangerous. Doesn't matter. She'd accept him, not even if no one else would. Caleb opens and closes his mouth like he wants to say something more. Then he goes quiet, his brow furrowing as he focuses again. Okay, and we can skip this. I'm glad this game has like a skip option though. And then the ribbon. No, not the ribbon. It was, we have to, like, touch him. Eyes, probably. And the ears. Probably in the ears. That's usually what happens with, like, wolf guys, right? They usually get, like, petted in the ears, I think. Um, I think I'm closer to the choice right now. Okay. Yeah, it's this one. Offer her touch. She stepped closer with careful steps and raised a hand to his face. His eyes fluttered shut as her fingers brushed his fur. He didn't flinch. He leaned into her touch like it grounded him. Then he lay down, cautious but calm, resting his head in her lap. She ran her fingers through his tangled hair, smoothing down the edges of his ears. His body relaxed, but something in him still held back. Poor thing, he probably hasn't been touched in years. It's good that he's relaxing. There's a pause. Caleb turns the page. He still didn't let go, though. He doesn't trust her? Maybe he knows once he lets go, he won't stop. It's like Caleb and it's like the relationship with Caleb and MC in the real game. Okay. And then the third choice should be the ribbon again. Yeah, ribbon of hers. And then I think this should be somewhat sort of the same. And he's just like, oh, that's torture. Enough to breathe through the worst of it, enough to. Okay. Is it gonna send me it's the same ending or is it different now? Oh, it's the same ending. Okay. Huh. I picked those right choices. Is there a glitch? I'm hoping this isn't a glitch, though. Hold on. Let me look at the. I might have to look at the the comments for context. It's either that or I needed to do something else. I might have to look at a playthrough of this then, because apparently there are other endings. Okay, let me see. I will be trying to look at the playthrough. Trying not to spoil myself too much, but I really do want to get the other endings. Okay. Does this person have the description? Um, hmm. This is gonna be a bit harder though to do. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm really hoping it's just not okay. Some dialogues was just changed. Let's see. Search. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. I guess that's actually no. That is actually it of this game. I looked it up and some of the playthrough I was watching had like literally the same thing that I did. But yeah, I guess that's it for this game. Um, honestly, I kind of wanted more. I actually really did want more of this game though. I thought this I didn't realize it was more gonna be like, oh, it was him telling us a story, and I thought that was gonna lead to something. Yeah, and I guess one small thing that I didn't really actually let me. I don't want to. Let me go outside of the ship because I want music while I play. I don't want it to be silent. But yeah, one thing that was a bit of like, oh, I wish they fixed was when they transitioned from the story back to Caleb. And I wish it wasn't in small segments because when they transitioned back to Caleb and MC, they were like very short scenes. I wish the scenes were a bit bigger. And again, I wish this game had more. This game was a lot shorter than the Silas game, which I'm really surprised. Um, Hopefully, like, what happened to me in this game wasn't like a glitch. Hopefully it was actually like the full thing for the free version. But yeah, dang, I'm a bit sad. Oh, I kind of wish there was more. I love Caleb. Maybe there's more in the full game. Which like the it's not full game. I mean the paid version. I mean the paid version. Yeah. It's just I guess it was short. Oh, oh man, I'm kind of sad. I wanted more Caleb. I got my Caleb shirt here. Dang. If you guys just for I guess just for a recommendation, if you guys ever wanna play the other game, like more of this person's game, they did make a stylus game. It's much longer. It's not as short as this. So if you guys are a fan of stylus, go check this person out. I'll say who this person is. Also, actually, it is khywae. Spelled Khywae. So that's the creator. If you guys want to check them out, they also have other Jujutsu Kaisen fan games. It's also like you date them, and I think there's one for Resident Evil, so that's another one. But yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's all. That's all for the stream today. Tomorrow I'm gonna stream another game. It might be longer than this stream, but Dweller's Empty Path. So I'm gonna be playing that tomorrow. So we shall see if I can finish it. But I just know it's created by Temi and it looked really nice. I love pixel art games. And the art style looked really nice. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go head out. It's been fun. We tortured a man and we read a story with Caleb. Yay! Okay. I'm gonna head out. Hope you guys have a good night or good day wherever you are. Bye bye!